I'm tired. I said I'm tired. Hey, I said I'm tired. Hey, I'm tired of these funerals. Tired of these eulogies. Tired of seeing fake thugs on computer screens. Tired of politicians failing better in my community. Tired of being broke and money being the root of things. I'm tired of losing patience when I'm supposed to stick through it. I'm tired of not dedicating more time to my music. Cause fuck feeling your purpose don't always come with a rubric. The only way's improvements, tired of making the excuses. I'm tired of the illusions that they try to place on the truth. I'm tired of the corruption that they try to place on the youth. I'm tired of the evil lies, I'm tired of the abuse. They told me since I'm tired, I might as well just call a truce. And even when I'm tired, I find my way inside the booth. Had to be a Superman when living inside the zoo. I'm tired, mama. I'm tired, I'ma need meditation. Was concentrating, focusing on my elevation. I'm tired, I'ma need meditation. Concentrating, focusing on my elevation. I'm tired, mama. I'm tired, I'ma need meditation.
Deepest confession, bypass my GPS, preaching reverend, hit God like I need some direction. Lead me to the peace and the blessings. I'm Nina Simone's prodigy, melodically exposing atrocities committed by this global monopoly. Them criminals, Coltrane smooth, entering the booth in a sentimental mood. Can I vent, spit the truth? Education system dismal to the youth. They need something for growth. We the fertilizer, herb igniter.
What?
Every dude from my curb a rider, urban shotters. Waist don't feel safe when the Glock not there. That chalk on our street, not hopscotch squares. Had to turn that poverty into poetry. All we know is hustle. Never seen a clover leaf. Read the Psalms or a scripture. Had to read them Bible verses off the arms of a killer like, man, I'm tired, I'ma need meditation. Was concentrating, focusing on my elevation. I'm tired, I'ma need meditation. Concentrating, focusing on my elevation. I'm tired, said I'm tired, yeah. I'm tired, I'ma need elevation.
Yeah.
Cypher complete in the building.
In the building, Good News Radio Podcast. Yeah. What's the deal?
All right, what's going on, you guys?
What's up?
This is the third episode of the Let Me Speak podcast. I have
Omari Wise here.
And my name is Deasia. And you just heard our wonderful guest. We have
Zoe Third.
And POG, Prince of the Ghetto.
We go by, Cypher Complete.
What was the name of that song?
That's that I'm Tired.
Produced
Produced by Manny J. What's up, Manny J?
What's good?
Where can we hear that at?
SoundCloud. You can find that on SoundCloud under Prince of the Ghetto. And then just click on Cypher Complete.
All right, cool. So,
a couple tracks.
Once again, this is the Let Me Speak podcast. It's a podcast dedicated to allowing young black men coming up in the rap game, like these two gentlemen we have here today, allowing them to voice their opinions on, important stuff going on in the world that affects us as a community,
and as a people. But before we even get into that, are y'all registered to vote? Because the election's tomorrow.
That was my first thing. Election is tomorrow.
Election is tomorrow. That is so important for us to vote right now.
I lost my last vote, unfortunately.
What do you mean by that?
Donald Trump won.
Yeah. We all lost.
Yeah, we all lost that one.
We all lost that one. But it's so important to vote and to get out there and to voice, your choice for what is to affect you in the future. Everybody. Yeah.
You guys voting tomorrow?
Have y'all
honestly,
are y'all registered to vote?
I'm registered, but honestly, I really do not have time to vote tomorrow.
How do you not have time to vote tomorrow?
I got school and 2 jobs, and I'm literally like on the schedule, man. But I'm gonna try to find a way. I'm gonna have to find a way.
All right, because I mean, I would hate for somebody else to have to make a choice, for your future. And, that's how that works. Short, quick story. A couple of months ago, my dad and I was in like Panda Express, by where he lives, and
shout out to Panda.
Right, best orange chicken hands down. And there was a white lady in front of us, and I forgot how she started talking to us, but she was talking about the last election from last year. I wasn't living here in California at the time, but excuse me. Out of I think about 1 million or so people within a district, and this is in the Marina Del Rey. 55 people showed up to vote in total that entire day. So 55 people made a decision for a whole wide population. So
how important
think about that.
How important do you guys think it is for us to vote?
I mean, me personally, I vote just as a safety net. Like, I don't believe in the voting process. Yeah. Because it's just the history of the American government, it's hard for me to believe anything. It's like my voice is going to count. But then again, as me being an actual like person that always talks about change, is like I can't just not attempt to do it, because say if it were to change, if it is not like that, or if it were to change in the future, then my vote really does mean something. So it's kind of like I always have that devil's advocate, like your vote doesn't count whenever I'm punching in that ballot.
You know better.
Yeah, but I don't want to be the dumbass person like complaining about shit and I didn't.
You didn't exactly try to help
like
the situation.
That's the only thing that I think about. Because I used to, even in class, like, or growing up as kids, if your parents ask you what you want to eat, or like better, I mean, we all grown. If your girl asks you if you ask your girl what she wants to eat, or vice versa, and then they don't say nothing, you make a decision and they get mad.
Yeah,
exactly. Well, I asked you.
Exactly.
Yeah,
we can't
you
be
had
mad
a
at
choice.
the decision that's going to happen if we don't
say anything. So, yeah.
Next, what I really, really have been wanting to speak about is, I don't know if you two heard about the young man, and his mom was a Ferguson protester. She was one of the people who was protesting in Ferguson, and it was been talked that a lot of people who were involved with those protests, either they have come up missing or died or somehow, or somebody from their family. But basically what happened, a young man named Donye Jones, he was lynched. Damn. And the last episode we were talking about his racism.
When did this happen?
October.
Oh, I did not hear.
Like
where?
It was in pull it up.
Let's look this up real quick.
Yeah, look it up. Look, his mom's name is Melissa McKinney.
She was in the backyard.
Yeah, and they're trying to rule it as a suicide.
But it's like his pants were down.
His pants were down. His face was beat up.
Yeah,
and his mom was saying, because he was lynched with bed sheets. Wow. And she was saying that the pictures were they're going around on the internet, but the mom was saying that the bed sheets, they didn't come from her house. Like, he wasn't a depressed kid. He was he was a happy kid, and he got lynched. And what's crazy to me is, like I said, that they're trying to rule it as a suicide, and I honestly don't believe it was a suicide. I just don't. Like, I wasn't there. I don't know entirely what happened, but I just don't believe it was a suicide. And
I agree with you, honestly.
I'm not reading the story right now for the first time.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, what do you guys think about that? Like, clearly, in my opinion, racism is still existing.
Yeah, well, do y'all want to see it?
Yeah, the pictures are crazy.
I haven't seen the picture.
Prayers out to his family, but this type of stuff is still going on. It's been going on.
It's 2018. We're still getting lynched.
It's been going on, and it's so unfortunate. But I feel like it's an agenda being pushed. They want everybody hating each other. Yeah. They want racism to be hard. They want you to be in your prejudice, and it's unfortunate. It's so sad. It seems like once Donald Trump became president, it was cool to be like
everybody just showed their true colors.
Yeah, like you see like the stories about people just going into their own apartment.
Oh, that's coming up next. You know I got something for that too.
You know what I mean? Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's just like it's at an all-time high. I feel like
that's exactly what I said. You know, like you said, like ever since he has been in office, I just feel like it's just more. It's just people are more vocal about it. Not to say that it wasn't happening before he was in office, but like I said, I feel like people are a lot
they're
more.
They're taking pride in it now.
Yeah,
like,
they have no shame. Like they don't
like
care.
They're actually following through, and that's the scary part.
That's the very scary part. To think that in 2018 that people are still getting lynched, like it's.
And just to see that the judicial system and law enforcement, they're trying to rule it a suicide, and that's the crazy part, because now you don't feel protected.
Exactly.
Yeah. Now you feel divided,
and that's what they're supposed to do, right? Protect and serve.
Yeah. Oh man.
Protect who?
Yeah.
I remember I had told a LAPD that, and that's the sheriff's motto: protect and serve. He's like, man, you got the wrong ones. We LAPD. Like, we don't protect them. Told me just like that. Straight like that.
It was real with you.
Man.
Yeah. Did you find it on your phone, Omari?
Oh, yeah, I did.
I want to show you the pictures. The pictures were pretty crazy.
Damn.
Pretty crazy.
That's what I found. Wow.
But if you look at his face, like I said, his face was beat up. It looked like he had been beat up, Yeah, so
prayers out to his family.
Yeah. And speaking of like how you saying how the judicial system is, how do you guys feel about the judicial system as far as it being? In my opinion, I don't feel like the judicial system is designed for the black man.
Oh, it's not. It's not. It's a systematic world we live in, and once you're in that system, it's hard to get out. Yeah. I know, man. They try to get any and everybody in, especially black and brown.
Yeah.
It's a way to hold you back. It's like I know somebody like they can't get a job right now. Good dude, you know what I mean? Just caught up in the wrong things at a young age, and I mean he can't get a job right now because of the system. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just
I feel like our whole system in society, especially in America, is to like thrive off of using other human beings as like commodities. And us as colored people, we're bought over here as a commodity, and we still remain a commodity, sadly. They say that we get to vote, but we still 3/5 humans to them.
It's a business. It's a business. The more of us in there, it's like the more they getting paid. And
definitely.
But I've lost all faith in the judicial system.
I mean, like
law enforcement.
There's still like, yes, you guys are correct. There's still these systems in place to keep black people at a certain level. I mean, you can go to any of these new high rises in the city of LA, anywhere that are opening up high-rise luxury apartment buildings, and 9 times out of 10, the concierge is a black man.
Yep.
Like they literally like hire black people just for a servant roles at these places. Like that's all they hire.
Yeah, that's
that is.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Like I have like employment wise, like I have like a higher background than that. I tried getting a job in like leasing before I ended up in leasing now, but I'm like, is that all y'all want to hire me for? I'm like, and then I've been to so many, it's like I see the same thing, and I'm like, wait, why something about this feels like the 1950s or the 40s or something like that. I'm like this is like weird.
Speaking of the judicial system, kind of tying into that, do you think that black men are targeted by I feel like I got my answer.
Man.
Yeah,
sure.
It's been a day we got pulled over 3 times, like within the span of like 8 hours. Like I met up with him at like 1, and then by like 2 a.m. we had got pulled over 3 times. Like
it's been. I remember the time we was 14. We grew up together. time we were 14, walking home from playing video games at my friend's house, and got their service weapon drawn down on us.
Yeah.
Wow.
Asking us where we from.
Why do you think that is?